Hey, it's Erica from Fitness Blender, and welcome to this quick, low-impact cardio and weighted standing core routine, a more condensed version of the Day 18 workout in the Simply Strong program. We start with quick cardio intervals and then finish with core strength and stability. You'll need a mat and a range of light to heavy weights. Your warm-up and cool-down are included, along with modifications. Want to help us continue creating free workouts? Join the Fitness Blender channel membership on YouTube and get access to exclusive workout videos, plus 5, 10, and 30-day challenges. Or become an FB Plus subscriber on fitnessblender.com for unlimited access to all of our exclusive workouts, training programs, and subscriber-only features at the best price. Warming up, we have 4 exercises, 30 seconds each, so 2 minutes total for this warm-up. And we're going to start with some step jacks. So we're going to be stepping laterally out to the side. And then we're also going to do some cross-body arm swings. So really opening up through that chest. I'm noticing personally I have some soreness in my upper body right now. So taking the spotlight right on those areas that are really needing some extra attention in this warm-up. Feeling those shoulder blades come together. Noticing your heart rate steadily start to climb throughout this warm-up. But of course, once we start with our low-impact cardio segment, okay, alternating knee to opposite elbow. So you can take your hands right behind your head. You're going to bring a knee up to get as close as it can to that elbow. It doesn't need to totally touch it, but getting close. So with this, it's less about how high we're bringing that knee or how close we're getting to that elbow, but really what we're feeling in our core. That is going to be our focal point today, especially as we get into a lot of that weighted standing core later on. I want you to be able to feel that engagement before any movement begins. Okay, you can stay in this wide stance. We're going to do some side reaches, so you can just reach to one side, feel that stretch down your side body into your obliques. Whatever version of a side reach, side bend feels good for you today. And then for our last exercise, we're going to bring it down to the mat for some slowed down mountain climbers. So coming into that plank position, and then we're going to be carefully, slowly bringing that knee in. Again, feeling what's going on in the core, feeling everything engage. Wrapping from the front side of our core into the back side. Squeezing those glutes, flexing the quads. About 10 more seconds here. If there's anything else you want to do to stretch out and get a little bit more warm, you can by all means go ahead, pause and do that now. I'll see you on the next screen for our low impact cardio. For this first segment, we're focused on total body cardio exercises. We have 3 of them. We'll be cycling through 3 times. The interval's 30 seconds active, 15 seconds rest. We're going to go ahead and get started with those same step jacks, but we're going to anchor our elbows and we're going to bring those forearms in and out. So that's our first interval. Let's go ahead and get into the movement pattern and get ready to go. So although we're stepping out to the side and we're adding speed to these cardio exercises, just make sure you're not stepping out too hard. We don't roll an ankle or anything. So I'm still keeping my center of gravity in the center as well as stepping out. Take this first round to get familiar with the exercises, to continue on with warming up if you need it. I know it's naturally going to happen here. And our first 15-second rest. Next up, we have diagonal touchdown. So it's kind of like you're coming into a lunge over this leg. The other one's going diagonally back and behind. And you're just going to touch down. Or you can just come to your knee as well. I'll let you pick your depth here. So the deeper you go, harder it's going to be. Of course, with any cardio, the more you're going to pick up the pace, the more you're going to feel it. But we have 3 rounds of this. So take this first round, like I said, to just feel it out. See how you're feeling with cardio today. Is it agreeing with you? Or do you want to just kind of take it a little more mellow? Mountain climbers are next. We're coming down to that plank position, trying to pick up the pace as we drive those knees forward. So I got my shoulders stacked over my wrists, bringing the knees in. The slower you take this, the easier it's going to be cardiovascularly. Of course, we're going to be feeling this in our shoulders, in our core, our whole body in general as it works together. I'm already feeling that breathing kick in. Couple more seconds, all the way through. Back up to the top. So we have those step outs as we're anchoring at those elbows. So this is round 2. I want you to be thinking about how you can dial it in a little bit more. Dial in your pacing, dial in your mindset. This segment is only 7 minutes and we're already a third of the way through it. So we got to get out of this what we can in this short amount of time. We're well primed. We're ready to go. Remember, stay intentional on that step out. Okay, we have those diagonal touchdowns. You come below, just below the knee, but sinking into that slight squat on one leg. Let's get ready to go. Again, the center of gravity, thinking about that really helps here. Just like we did on the step jacks. It keeps you balanced, keeps you feeling just coordinated. Stick with yourself. Remember, wanting to work all the way through these buzzers because our intervals are quick. We don't have a whole lot of time. Very good. We're down on the mat again for our mountain climbers. Really control that breathing as best you can while also pushing your limits with it a little bit too. Okay, let's drive those knees. Steady breathing. Try to get into a cadence with that with each exercise. Not always possible with cardio, but when we aim for it, it can ground us a little more. All the way through, we're almost there. Keep going. Alrighty. Carefully stand it up. Take your time. We have that 15 seconds. And now we come into our final round. We have the step jacks, bending at the elbow. Final round. Make sure those shoulders are nice and strong. Nice and intentional or sharp with our movements. Two more exercises to go after this. I feel like of all the 3 exercises, these final 2 for me really spike things up. But guess what? It's our final 2 of cardio right now. So we're going to get it done. We're going to work hard. We can do it. Let's go ahead and begin with the diagonal touchdowns. Also important as you're getting tired, keep that chest lifted. Keep your eye on the screen, eye on me if that's helpful for you, instead of completely down at your feet or the floor. We're over halfway. Keep it going. See where you can pick up the pace. See where you can tighten up your muscles just a little more to help you move easier. Oh, alrighty. One more interval. I'm right there with you. I'm pushing myself to that max. Getting what I can out of this segment. All right, let's get into our plank position. And get ready to drive those knees. Again, with a center of gravity. This time it is over your hands. We're not sagging the hips. We're not pushing our shoulders towards our feet. You got this. Final 10. Give it what you got. And we did it. That felt like a lot more than 7 minutes of cardio, given how much I am panting right now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a water break right now, and then I'll see you back for the weighted standing core. Weighted standing core, we have 5 total exercises. We'll complete twice. The interval is 35 seconds active and 10 seconds rest. We're going to continue letting our heart rate come down as we start with this. I'm going to grab a light to medium weight. That's the guidance I would give on this first exercise. I have about 15 pounds. That's more of a medium range for me. We're going to hold the weight right in front of my belly button. We're going to step and twist to each side. So you have this weight in front of you. It's giving you a little momentum, but you want to practice that core control as you're pivoting from side to side. Like I've already shared here in the write-up, you're not going to get much out of these if you're not engaging your core muscles before you even begin. That's the prerequisite before weights, before absolutely anything. So make sure that you're keeping your focus on that midsection throughout all of these movements. I'm going to go lighter for this next one. I'm going to grab 2 10-pound weights, and we're going to load them up at our shoulders, doing an alternating knee to elbow, similar to what we saw in the warm-up. We just have this added weight this time. So I keep coming back to this theme of center of gravity. Where is that center happening? Because it helps a lot with our balance and keeping you steady, especially with this added weight to the core. So really tune into that, knowing that your core, your midsection, that's always our center of gravity when it comes to our body. Next up, coming into an oblique side crunch. I'm going to go with my heaviest weights yet. I feel confident with a lot of these weighted exercises. I'm going to go with 25 pounds. Load it up at one side. You're just basically letting that weight hang. Slight stance. Not too close, not too far. And you're just letting that weight kind of slide down towards your knee. So we're really working into the side of our body, so we shouldn't be crunching forwards or leaning too far back, really finding that sweet spot, taking it slow. It can actually help to overcorrect a little bit, just to really feel it on both sides. Shouldn't say both sides. It's mainly that opposite side working, but you know what I mean, to really just crunch it in nice. And we're coming into the other side. Remember, all of these exercises, actually going with lighter weights might actually make you work harder. I know that's a lot of actuallys and mights, but if we are loading ourselves way too heavy, like I said, we're going to just bypass the most important part, which is achieving that engagement with just ourselves. So maybe try that out in the second round. If any of these felt a little bit too loaded or too heavy for you, go a little bit lighter. Really focus on that engagement. That's going to get you further than any weight number that you might grab. Okay. We're into our final exercise. We are going to take one weight, going with medium weight again, holding it up at our chest, and we're going to do alternating knee drives. Now, I want you to have kind of a slight stance. So I don't want you being like this, really tight. I want you to kind of widen your stance a little bit and make sure that that crunch is happening over that leg. You see what this does is it adds a slight twist, which makes our core work a little bit more into its function. So a little bit more stability, a little more control. And after this, we're going to go right into round 2. So we get to try all of these again, tweaking your weights. I'm going to use this same weight, remembering we're starting again with those pivots. Highly recommending to go very light or no weights to make that connection if you were struggling with the core engagement at all. So you're flexing the glutes behind you, getting the slightest bit of momentum, letting your core kind of initiate this movement. Imagine you have a rod sticking out from your belly button into this weight, and your core is making this shift happen. I'm also feeling this into my back. Alternating knee to opposite elbow. So going a little lighter. Those weights are loaded up at the shoulders. Breathe out. When we breathe out through our mouth, it's like blowing out candles or coughing. Those are great ways to really engage that deep core. Into the oblique crunches after we have 10 more seconds here. Bringing that knee up to meet the elbow. All right. So before we start anything, do that breathe out, connect, and then start that added movement. Now, if you're liking this workout, you want just a little bit more, you want it to be a little longer, there is a longer version of this workout. It's only about 10 minutes longer, but it does make those segments just a little bit beefier. So if you want to check that out, I believe that it will be coming out in a week, maybe. I think this is going to be the first one that releases, but either way, you're going to see it very soon. You can look forward to that on fitnesssplitter.com. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Roll those shoulders back. Breathe out, feel that core lift. Engaging that rib to hip connection. Things are staying nice and closed. We're not arching. The slower you go, the more you're going to feel this. And we have one more move to finish out with. So going a little lighter on the weight, holding it at our chest, alternating knee drives, adding that straddle stance to just encourage us to feel in our core a little more. Notice maybe how it's gotten easier throughout this section to connect with those core muscles. If we're not familiar with it, it's hard. It definitely takes a lot of practice and consistency with your practice. So I personally, if you work out with me a lot on Fitness Blender, you know that I love core work. I love the functionality of it. So there's much more to come by me and all the other trainers with this kind of work. That's all we have for our weighted standing core. We're going to go ahead and roll right into our cool down. So if you need to pause for another water break, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next screen. We will be down on the floor for our entire cool down. We have 5 exercises, 30 seconds each. I want you to start by sitting on your side, right onto the side of one of your hips. And we are going to just kind of cross our legs in a way that feels comfortable. Okay? So you're crossing them in a way that feels comfortable, and you're going to reach towards them. So you can take that hand, put it right in front of the foot or to the side. Again, we all have different things that feel more comfortable. So try to experiment with that. But what we're doing here is reaching to the side, and you're going to feel it on this far side over here into the top of your hips and glutes, just getting into that hard to reach place. Reach, reach, reach. And let's switch to the other side. So you can just switch those feet around. You can have them lay in whatever way feels good for you. And we're going to reach over. I don't know why I thought we had a transition right there. We definitely didn't. So hopefully you got into the stretch a little sooner than I did. Feeling that tension down the side, kind of wraps into the back. Don't push yourself further than you feel comfortable. Great. Okay, fingertip puppy stretch. Very similar to a child's pose. We're keeping those hips higher. So we are going to come up to our fingertips if you want a little more depth of motion here. We are keeping your hips fairly above your knees, maybe slightly behind, opening up the shoulders, the chest, the core, the back. And then we're going to come right into a low lunge. So you can just bring one foot forward, push into that hip. We did a lot of raising of the knees throughout this routine, so our hips definitely feel that. It's great for them, but we also want to stretch them out as well. Couple more seconds here, and we will do the other side for a final 30 seconds of this cool down. So if you're just coming across this workout as a standalone, remember that this is a part of a bigger program we have. So be sure to check that out. Again, that's on our website, fitnesssplendor.com. And you can be in on FB Simply Strong, straightforward exercises, not meaning it's easier, but just a great solid program to build progress on. My name is Erica. I look forward to working out with you again soon. This is a workout complete. Have a great rest of your day.